We used to say, we're not in the cult, the outside world is the cult, and we're not the crazies, the outside world are the crazies.
And they made me watch a documentary on January 6th, and I didn't even know what happened on January 6th prior to the PBS documentary. And I looked at him and I said, Scott, did that really happen? And he was like, where have you been?
It's so hard for people because I said it's not that you're dumb, you were fooled. That's incredibly hard to admit.
We are in the United States of algorithms right now, and MAGA media is very efficacious, it's very effective, and it's very disciplined.
As someone who voted for Trump, everybody always comments, you voted for this is your fault. It's like, no, like you guys said we were part of a cult. The people still rooting Trump on and cheering him on, yes, they are very much part of a cult. But people like myself, now, I just love the America First message, and if he was going to do what he said, I was like, perfect, peace, no war. Because let's face it, this isn't America First, which is exactly why I am not supporting him and not supporting this. He lied to us. I think they intentionally had Kash Patel and people like himself come out, and I'm not sure about Dan Bongino, but I have a feeling those people came out and said that they were going to release the files with the pure intent not to, and to cover it up more. And which is why I believe the altercation, I don't know what the hell you want to call it now at this point. I mean, he's called it every other thing than a war. So I think it was just distraction from the Epstein files, from what I've seen. He's clearly prioritizing a blue and white country and not America. So a lot of us that are America First are now turning against him, showing we're not in a cult.
Donald Trump just said on Truth Social that he has more deportation numbers than Barack Obama and Joe Biden, not combined, but individually. And he's bragging about that. He's bragging that he, a Republican, has more deportation numbers than a Democrat. Deportation isn't a Democrat policy. Why are you bragging about that? You don't care, bro. You have freaking duped us, and I'm waiting for you guys to freaking wake up to the fact that we have been sold a lie. Donald Trump does not care about deportation, staying out of wars. He don't care about our freaking economy. He don't care about you. He don't care about me. At this point, that dude's either getting blackmailed or he's grifting or both. And he's selling out America, and he's still feeding these campaign lies. He's lying to you. When are you going to wake up and just read the facts? Look at deportation since he's talking about it. 2 million people. He's bragging about 2 million people. We have 20 million illegal immigrants in America. He's never cared about deportation. He's never cared. It was just a lie for you to vote for him.
We tried to warn you, Trump supporters. We tried to explain to you that everything that Donald Trump was saying about taxes, about inflation, about virtually everything was lies. The man is the single most brazen and shameless liar in all of American history. And it is really mind-boggling that he fooled so many of you. And while you still don't understand this, you soon will. Or at least for crying out loud, you should. Donald Trump, two lies that we can point to. He's already admitting were lies, are his lies about tariffs and his lies about grocery prices. Because as you know, he promised the moon and stars when it comes to tariffs. Tariffs would solve all our problems, including reducing the price of everything. But because suddenly we're going to start making everything in America and everything's going to be so much cheaper and plentiful. Well, he's already come out and said, I can't guarantee that my tariffs aren't going to increase the price of goods sold in the United States. No shit. And the most recent lie that he is admitting to is the fact that grocery prices are not going to come down. He's out there saying, about me promising to lower grocery prices. Yeah, it turns out there's really nothing I can do about that. So, sorry. I seriously can't believe that there are so many people who would fall for such an obvious con man.
Yeah, it was an open book test. Trump told everyone what his concept of a plan was, and they heard him and still voted for him. I think they were not manipulated. They were just thinking of themselves. So let's have a look. Please like and help the video and let me know your thoughts in the comments, alright? Let's get into it.
I finally woke up. I've been MAGA all these years, and I fucking regret it, man.
Damn, really?
Like, for real, like I woke up, man, and it's been one lie after another, and I just wanted to hop on here and let you know that. And it's causing a lot of tension between like friends and family now that I don't support MAGA no more, and it's kind of ridiculous.
What was it that was the final straw?
I think the final straw is multiple things, but the couple main things to me was no new wars, the whole Epstein files, like how is his name mentioned so many times, and these MAGA people just like goes in one ear and out the other. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like everything he campaigned on was just a lie, like saying he's going to end the Russia-Ukraine war in 24 hours. That didn't happen. You know, the economy's in shambles right now. Like, prices aren't going down like he promised, and it's just...
Isn't it interesting that, like, literally everything he campaigned on, everything he ran on, not a single thing he did, like not one thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. And I can't take it no more. Like, I've been supporting this dude since 2016, and I feel like I've just been sold a brand and not actual promises, you know?
Well, I appreciate that, brother. Seriously. That takes a lot. And, you know, we might have been on opposite sides in the past, but it takes a true American patriot to do what you did. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you. And yeah, that means a lot. Seriously.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, Isaiah, and keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you so much. And look, this is the start of something great. And I hope that, you know, when we, you know, get into power very soon, that we can do something to deliver, because we got to make your life better. It's got to be more than just being in power and sitting in office in Washington. It's got to be about what we can do to make your life better. What would make your life better? If you could snap your fingers and get something done in Washington to help you out, what would it be?
I think it would be putting Americans first and not Israel first, and also seeing Trump held accountable for his corruption, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Definitely.
We can do that.
All right, Trumpers, here's why my dad stopped being a MAGA. Let's get into it. I think you're going to think this is pretty interesting. So here's the deal. My dad was a huge Republican, a huge MAGA supporter, a huge Donald Trump supporter. Like, we exchanged words multiple times over politics, and all of a sudden, about a few months ago, he called me, did a whole apology. We had a whole talk about it, and we were always fine, but we always just didn't talk about politics because, you know, we just knew each other's views on it. But he told me a few things. He said, when he was telling me about it all, he said one of the biggest reasons that he quit supporting the Trump administration was that he just didn't do the things he said he was going to do. And it's pretty clear and it's pretty blatant that Donald Trump only does what's best for him. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's all Washington does. I understand that. But this man specifically screamed over and over and over that he was going to lower cost, no wars, day one this, day one that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and did not do a thing besides hurt the American people even more with all the wars, all the inflation, all the gas prices. So my dad got fed up with it, and he left the whole MAGA agenda. So many people are, and I hope you do too. I hope this message resonates with you, and you actually look in the mirror and realize that the Trump administration has lied to you more times than one. Trumpers, come and get me.
It's so hard for people because I said it's not that you're dumb. You were fooled.
I see y'all are still choosing to play the victim, even as you show up on liberal news media. That is deeply disappointing. Because there are some folks who have left MAGA that the rest of us actually have some respect for. We don't entirely trust them. That is going to take a long time and a lot of work, but we respect them. Because they dug deep into their own hearts and they ripped out the ugly truth of what they did, and they looked at it and they admitted to it and they turned their backs on it. Let's compare that to you. I'm not dumb. I was fooled. No. And for as long as y'all continue lying to yourselves like this, you ain't changed your spots. You are still those exact same leopards who will cheerfully eat everybody else's faces, including each other's. What you did was choose. Over and over and over. For 10 years, you chose to believe the absolute worst of your fellow human beings that didn't happen to be just like you. You chose to believe the worst of your fellow Americans. You chose to make decisions deliberately to hurt all of us. Yeah, all that owning the lib stuff, yeah. Just because you choose to gloss that over doesn't mean we forgot, and we're not going to. Hiding behind these lies isn't going to help you. So I don't know why you're doing it unless it's that you need to tell yourself something so that you can sleep better at night. It is a damn shame, though. It'd be so nice if you could ever be honest with yourselves. The rest of the world doesn't hate you. The rest of this country doesn't hate you. But like you? When you're like this, what's to like? Somebody who will lie about everything they did because their ego means more to them than owning up to a serious mistake that they chose to make. No, we don't hate you, but we don't like you, and we don't trust you. The only reason you are where you are right now, saying what you're saying, poor little me, I'm a victim, is because finally things went badly enough that you personally have been inconvenienced in some way. Wow. Whatever.
Hey man, what you watching? Fox News, duh. I can see that. What they filling your head with today? Oh, just the truth about how all these Democrats are out here giving all our money to the illegals. Oh yeah? How's that? Welfare for one. Actually, undocumented immigrants don't qualify for welfare benefits, so. Oh yeah? Well, what about Social Security, smart ass? Yep, they don't qualify for that either. Medicare and Medicaid? Still no. Yeah, well, I'll tell you another thing they don't do, and that's pay taxes. And if I have to, they should too. You're never gonna believe this, so I don't even know why I'm wasting my breath, but undocumented immigrants actually paid in almost $100 billion in taxes last year. And not only that, but they're not American citizens, so they can't qualify for any of the benefits. So they're kind of just giving it to us because, as it turns out, the IRS doesn't give a fuck who you are or where you came from. They just want their money, unless, you know, you're a fucking billionaire, and then I guess you ain't got to pay shit. Okay, so you're telling on yourself and admitting that they're taking our jobs, and that's why I'm out of work. Harry, you got fired because you were stealing parts off the riding mower at the John Deere and then selling them on eBay, not because an immigrant stole your job. You're just a criminal. You know what? You just won't listen to facts, so I'm done arguing with you. Sharon, where's my IVT card? I need to go get some cigarettes. Terry, I told you Trump took away our food stamps in the one big beautiful bill. What? I'm sorry, don't beat me again. Hey, Terry. What?
Yeah, MAGA have been living in their own little world. They have spent decades watching Fox News, feeding them what they want to hear over and over again, and not the actual facts happening. And that's how they started seeing the world through only one lens. They stopped questioning everything because everything they hear confirms what they already believe, you know? And it's funny they're now waking up after almost 10 years of being in the cult. Someone might have been fooled for the first time, but the second time, that was simply a choice, you know? Trump told everyone what he was gonna do. They had him and still chose to ignore all the warnings. And that's where critical thinking do matter a lot. So they were not fooled. They just didn't think it would affect them personally. They cheered harsh policies meant to hurt other people, you know? But when the same policies start to affect them personally, now they regret. And that people should have empathy for others before casting a vote. People should not wait until things start affecting them personally before they start paying attention. Policies can impact different communities in different ways, you know? What seems like it can hurt someone else can eventually come back and hurt everybody. And no politician should have complete loyalty from the voters. Leaders are not supposed to be treated like they can never be questioned, you know? Whether someone supports Trump or someone else, people should always be able to ask, are they really doing what they promised, you know? Leaders should be judged by their actions and not just their words. Voting is a responsibility, and a strong democracy depends on people being informed, willing to listen, and willing to hold leaders accountable, even the leaders they support, you know? People should take elections seriously because elections shape the future of our country. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.